Good morning, good morning. It's, what's today? Tuesday? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We're back to work here. Gonna get some stuff done on our planter, hopefully. My goal is to go through and get the seed firmer brackets put on this wing here. Hopefully this morning. It probably won't happen. I've got to go with Dad he's got to go pick some stuff up. He needs me to go with him. So I'm going to do that in a little bit. I've got a sick kid at home. Fortunately, my wife's working from home today, so she's home with him. But yeah, let's work on a planner day. So we got these Flow-Rite seed firmers here. This is the bracket that bolts up underneath there. It's got those holes in it, and we have to bolt this to it. Now, for some reason, these holes are not the same. Like, those holes, fine. This one, not fine. It's tapered, and it says right in the directions that you got to drill it out. So, I've got a 3/8 drill bit in the press over here, and it doesn't take much, but we just got to clean up that hole, make it big enough for the bolt to go through. See, now the bolt goes through it. Okay, now bolt that on there. Okay, I got that one put together. It helps when you put it together the right way. I had it on there backwards first. I didn't look right, so well, it goes like this. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me that they want this like way down. Like, it's adjustable, right? You got all these extra holes in both things, but it's basically as far down as you can make it to start with. So I don't know. It's how they say to do it. Like that. Okay. And then, like we said yesterday, this fits in there. We'll tighten the screw down, and then we have to just worry about our liquid hose, and that's good. Kind of fits right up tight to those openers, but that's where we want it. It's going to be right behind the seed cartridge. It's good. You don't want dirt to fall in underneath this. You just want this to push the seed right down into the bottom of the trench. I think they're going to work really well. Not going to stay in there now? No, that's all right. Okay, the rest of these are easier because I don't have to take this bracket off. I made it. Well, we got 10 of them done. Or at least the bracket, so I got to tighten some of those bolts up yet. Okay, what's next? Sure seems to me like there should be some spacers in there or something. Like, I don't know what that notch is for. I'm sure there's some reason or application for it. But, like, I'm tightening that bottom bolt up first to get it flush and you know, square with the bracket. But then you kind of squeeze that plastic, and I don't know. I don't like it. But that is exactly how it shows it in the book. So, we're going to roll with it. Or in the book, in the paper that it shows how it's explained. And it says the instructions on these are not great. A lot of it is install this bracket, see pictures, or make sure it matches the picture or something like that. Okay, well, I found something else to do. Dad needed help. We had to go to town. We were supposed to pick up my mom's car, which has been at the dealership for repair for a week now or better. But my mom's on vacation, so she hasn't really needed it. Whatever, we were going to pick it up, but it turns out, for reasons that I won't get into, we couldn't do it. But we had to go to Menards. He needed some supplies for his house and the basement that he's working on, including some drywall that he needed help moving. So we went and did that, got lunch. Anyway, just got back from that, and I have a seed truck sitting down at my seed warehouse. So we're going to go unload that. I think it's just 6 boxes. This isn't a real big one. Not a big deal, but we'll go get it. I think these 6 boxes are for my third-party guy. Not my order, not the guy that I'm warehousing for, but for another dealer that I treat for. Technically, have to be kept separate. Will be kept separate unless they happen to be the same lot number as everything else, but I doubt it. And they need to go. What I want to do is put them in my lean-to, but I got a trailer in there, and I'm not taking that out today because it's cold out, and I don't want to. So we'll just set them off to the side for now. Yeah, just 6 boxes today. These 6, they're 2292s, which are what's in the very first row down there. But like I said, these are for a different person, so we're gonna put them in the lean-to. I'm just not doing it right now. So, oh, I need it to warm up. We're trying to heat in here. I've got the heater running. It's been running for 2 days now, and it's 44 degrees. I don't have enough insulation or enough heating power to get it warm in here, but everything is really cold. Once everything gets warmed up, once the floor gets up to temp, these boxes warm up, and it'll be a little easier. But I'm hoping to start treating in a couple of weeks, and we got to get the beans warmed up, so that's why we've got the heat on. And we've got much, much more insulation than we did a year ago, so it's way better. But we need to finish that. We need to finish that row. We need to finish the bottom over here. And then we need to get the walls spray foamed. We'll get there. It just takes money. I can burn gas cheaper than I can put spray foam in right now. I'm not being very productive today as far as working on this planter goes. We got that truck unloaded. I had to go up to the house a little bit, check on Rylan, see how he was doing since he's sick today. And then my wife had to go pick up Grayson from school, so I kind of stayed there with them for a while. And now it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and we'll see what we can get done today. So as far as these row units go, we are waiting for new connectors here in order to put the new hoses down to our new seed firmers, and I don't really want to put all those on there until we have the hoses and can connect them. So I'm kind of done with those for the time being. I think all our closing wheels are in good shape. I didn't really go through and check all the bearings, but we can do that real fast. These were all new. They've got 2 years use on them, but they're in pretty good shape. Oh, I know what we need to do. Yeah. I got a plan. Okay, these are good. So it is February, and February around here means filter sale up at our local John Deere dealer. They do February parts and filters and oil and tillage stuff sale. And so every year we go up to our filter storage in the old office upstairs here and take inventory and order everything that we need for all of our equipment for the year, so that we have one of every filter for every piece of equipment on the shelf. And I am going to my John Deere dealer tomorrow, so we should put an order in today. So I'm going to go work on that. I got to get on the computer, print out a spreadsheet that I have made, and we'll go up and take some inventory. The filter shelves are a touch bare, but they're not empty. So I have here a list. This list has all of our equipment on it, or I shouldn't say all. It's got all of our John Deere equipment on it, or things that use John Deere filters, I guess. And I have the different filters written on here. I have the part numbers, and I have the number of filters on each piece of equipment. Now, some of them are going to use the same filters. For example, the sprayer, the 4930 and the 8430 have the same engine. They use the same fuel filters. They use the same oil filter. So we have multiples of them. But I still like to have one of each number for each piece of equipment. So we're going to have everything here. That way, if we need to change something in season, it's on the shelf, we have it. But we also have all of the filters that we're going to need next winter when we're changing oil and filters and everything on hand before the filter sale that happens next February. So that's the idea here. So we just got to go through, take inventory and count of what all we do have, and then we'll go back to our spreadsheet, put it in the computer, and it kind of aggregates all the numbers and stuff so that we know how many of each part number that we need to order. I think I've got the list, everything that we need. We should probably clean these shelves off a little bit, get rid of some stuff that we're never going to need or use. Bah. That's all right. $3,000 later, there is our filter list. That's quite a list. That's a lot of filters. We changed hydraulic stuff on the 8RX and the Combine this year, so that adds a few extras. So, yeah, it's a lot, but we'll go ahead and place that order. And they've got most, but not all of them, so maybe we'll be able to pick them up tomorrow when we're up there. The other thing that's on sale right now is tillage stuff, field cultivator sweeps. And we've got quite a few here, more than I would have thought. We need to count them, but if we need more, we need to get them now. 64. We have 64 for the big field cultivator. There's a few for the other field cultivator there, but that one doesn't get used a lot, so we're not going to be too worried about that. Plus, they're a different style anyway. We don't run John Deere on that one. So, 64. There's 96, I think, on the field cultivator. I think we should get enough to have a full set. We should probably just get 164. That'd be 36. Yeah, we'll do that. I got that filter order placed, got the sweeps on there. Spent a little more time working on the computer here this afternoon because I decided I didn't want to work on my planner anymore. I'm being lazy. Brock's coming tomorrow. He can start washing some meters and the row units and stuff and cleaning that up. I have a meeting at the John Deere dealer. Actually, they're doing their spring planter clinic, which is pretty good timing. So we'll go up there. I'm sure it won't be anything too groundbreaking and stuff that I've never seen before, but always good to get a refresher on how to go through the planter and do your maintenance and stuff, especially while we got the planter in the shop. So we're going to do that. I've also begun working on some of the more detailed spring plantings planning. For example, placing hybrids. So I always go through and create a pretty detailed Excel spreadsheet of what hybrid goes in what field at what population and all of those kinds of things. How many units it's going to take to plant a field so that I know when I'm filling the planter up how much I need to put in there. All that kind of stuff. I've started working on that. It's a little bit different this year. It's going to be a little bit different this year with my GHX platform that I'm going with the seed side of it. I can actually use that tool and their app to do some of the mapping on where the hybrids are going to go and stuff. So I'm trying to play with that, learn how it works for me so that if my customers want to do it or if I see some value there for the customers that I have, we can make some maps up for them as well. But anyway, that's what we're working on. I will be back in the afternoon tomorrow. There's a chance I don't go to this meeting because I have a pretty sick kid at home, and my wife has to go to work tomorrow, and Grandma is gone. She's on vacation this week, so we'll have to see how he's feeling tomorrow. He could potentially come with me, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe he can stick around here with Grandpa, or worst case scenario is I stick around here and we don't go to the meeting, in which case we're working on the planner. So anyway, thanks for watching this one. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget, tomorrow is Thursday, and at 10 a.m. tomorrow, on Thursday, the day you're watching this, probably, we're dropping a new baking video or cooking video over on the Baking Bakers YouTube channel. So head on over and check this one out. Doing my own solo one this time, kind of solo. My boys helped me, but cooking meatloaf, which it's better than it sounds. We do it a little different than most people or what you would traditionally think of as a meatloaf. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, so go check that one out. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you. Thanks.